Okay, good morning. Gonna be running some spicy brews in the best of one ladder mythic ladder today. We're gonna start off with Convoke aggro. This is a red white deck that looks to flood the board real quick and do kinda unfair things. So let me just double check that streams are live here. Yep, looks like we're good. Let's get some tunes going. Spotify playlist. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. And there we go. Can y'all hear that? There it is. Okay. Cool. So there's definitely at least one new card here that I want to try out from. It's a white one drop from Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I can't remember the name of the card. It's the one to Warden of the Inner Sky. That's it. Yep. So we're gonna try. I guess we'll start with three of those because I have three of them. Probably drop maybe a Charming Scoundrel here. I don't really love this card in the deck. Yeah, nothing wrong with it, but it's just not amazing. So we'll drop one of those. How many lands are we running? I think we're at 22 lands. Yeah, 22 lands seems reasonable still. Hey Bodrix, thanks for joining up. Let's see. Do I have I don't have another Sundown Pass. I don't think I even want another Sundown Pass, to be honest. Do I want another Restless Bivouac? Over a sun? No, probably not. I think two creature lands is probably plenty here. I don't think we can really run Mishra's Foundry because the deck is kind of intense on colored sources. My big question is, do we really have enough stuff to turn on Gleeful Demolition? I think we do, but kind of hard to say. Let's see. Maybe we also run a copy of Inti in here. Two copies of Inti over over Rouse Reinforcements. I'm not really sure how great Rouse Reinforcements is. I do think Resolute Reinforcements is just straight up better because it has flash, it's instant speed. So maybe we'll try a couple Inti in here. So there we go. We got some new cards in here. Let's see how this feels. Actually, I also wanted to see, are there any other Convoke cards that we want? Let me make sure I'm looking at not collected cards as well. Okay, I didn't think there were any. Yeah, I don't think there are any other cards that we want to add. Like, yeah, Stoke the Flames would be the only other one that we'd really look at. But yeah, I'm definitely interested to see how this deck performs with Warden of the Inner Sky. I have a good feeling about this card in this deck. Because it gives you some evasion, it gives you something to do with creatures that have entered the battlefield and haven't convoked. It's like it basically says, you know, convoke, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Convoke 3, put a +1/+1 counter, and scry 1, which is pretty good. So I think we'll start with that. Let me think. There was something else I wanted to try. I thought something that lets you kind of dig toward Imidane's Recruiter. Okay, let me take a look at Lost Caverns of Ixalan cards specifically. Because yeah, I think I am missing something here that I wanted to play. I actually think Tinker's Tote is even a consideration for this deck. It's probably not really good enough, but it is interesting, that's for sure. Let's see, Resplendent Angel. Damn, I really like that Resplendent Angel skin. That alt art, that's really nice. I don't think we have Resplendent Angel from whatever other set it was in, M19 or something, unfortunately. But yeah, let me just take a look here real quick. I swear there was another card I wanted to check out. From Lost Caverns. But I definitely don't remember what it was. But yeah, it was something that like lets you dig, find stuff you need. It probably just doesn't exist. I'm probably just going crazy here. Um, yeah, I don't remember what it was. There was another card, but cannot remember. Okay, so let me just try real quick. Discover. Maybe there's a discover card that I wanted to try that I'm not remembering here. No, I guess not. So the idea was like if you could find Imidane more quickly or more consistently, you could win games out of nowhere. But okay, so I'm gonna rename this to standard. Um, yeah, I think we definitely want. Or let's check lands real quick. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. We don't want Lost Caverns of Ixalan lands. We just want lands. So I did get some new land art. There it is. Boom. It's also just, yeah. Basic lands. Okay. Nope. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna switch it up to Urza lands. Right? These are Urza lands, I believe. Oops. We're gonna favorite all of these guys now. Oh god, some of these are so cool. I should have gotten these ones. The planet lands are really cool. It's one of my regrets not picking those up when they were in the shop. Anyway, where are these ones from? I didn't realize there were a whole bunch of other old Borderlands too. Yeah, look at these. These are nice. How many old Borderlands are there? There's a few others, and these, I don't even know what set those are. Huh. Obviously, the Nyx lands are really nice too. I think those are the only other ones I'd really buy. Those and like the Planet lands if the Planet lands come back, but I should have gotten the Planet lands the first time. Big regrets. I think they were really expensive though. These ones that I just picked up, the Urza lands were relatively cheap for what I think are some of the coolest looking nostalgic lands for me at least. But yeah, a lot of nice lands in this game. Good art. Okay. Just gonna switch one more over to Urza lands. There it is. Okay. So I think we're good to roll here. I almost want to say we want to go up on red sources, down on white. Okay. Because like we do have so many red one drops, yeah. Um, and I don't think we have enough humans to really justify just like going straight humans here. Actually, we're kind of close. Yeah. I don't think we want Cavernous Souls here. Honestly, I think Cavernous Souls is such like a meta choice that you don't even really need to run it. Like I think people have just stopped running counter spells simply because Cavernous Souls exists. I mean, people haven't totally stopped running them, but I don't think you have to worry about counter spells really. So anyway, let's try some standard rank. with Convoke. See how this goes. We can pick on some clunky decks. Okay. That looks keepable to me. I don't see any issues here. Lethal Demolition's kind of dead, but and this is what I mean. I don't know if we have enough enablers to really justify Lethal Demolition, but whatevs. We'll definitely play out our Bunnycorn here. Why not? So maybe going up on the red sources was already a bad choice, because now we're not going to be able to play a second card next turn. Oh, there we go. So I think we'll just go ahead, swing with one, and then tap the other creatures. And probably put a counter on this guy. Scry one, we'll definitely scry that away. Yeah, pretty good start here, though. Would be cool if we could find something to target with, target Gleeful Demolition with. Target with Gleeful Demolition, yeah. Okay. Opponent might be playing the same deck, actually. They just may have had a slower start here. Alright, not exactly the same. They may just be just like straight aggro. Definitely just nuke this guy right here. What's opponent playing? I think we'll do that. I think we just swing with the crew. And we may as well just use our mana effectively here. Yeah. Protect this guy if possible. So what does opponent have? Monstrous Rage, Play with Fire, Lightning Strike. Maybe you get lost. Let's see. Oh, Destroy Evil. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Ooh, okay. Blocks there, takes 4. Totally okay. Yeah, that was a better choice for him. That's where you want to block. Yep. Okay. Alright, so we're out of cards. We're at the mercy of the top of our deck. Although, Warden of the Inner Sky gets Flying and Vigilance next turn if they don't remove it. So that's nice. So yeah, I'm already starting to like Warden of the Inner Sky here. Like, this is quickly building up to a lot of pressure and they're not going to have a way to block flyers, obviously. Okay, so let's see. Is opponent discard something? They do. They discard a second Inti. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty good card to draw off the top. Deck's off the top. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be enough for him, but definitely worse things to hit off of your Inti Exile. Alright, opponent. What you got? And he's gonna scoop. That's that. Okay. So there we go. That was pretty good. I do think we may want to... No, we'll leave the mana base as is. I wonder if there's a way to get card draw on this deck besides Inti. Like, nothing comes to mind, really. we'll play a few more games with the list as is before we make any other adjustments here. Tomo. Okay. That looks fine. Looks like we'll be able to convoke out a Knight Errant on like turn 3, probably. We'll definitely hang on to this. Uh-oh, combo. Combo deck, doing combo things. Okay. Yeah, that does not bode well for us. I think we do want to be efficient on our mana here. Don't think we want to turn a card into a +1/+1 counter. So let's see what he's got. Oh, he connives because it reduces the cost. Yep, okay. So this guy looks like he's playing, yeah, Soul Cauldron combo. He's looking for his Soul Cauldron. Doesn't find it yet unless it's in hand already. And this is the Training Grounds version of it. Okay. Okay, so we'd actually rather have him counter the Bunnycorn, if possible here. And then, yeah, I think we just have to go for it. He might have interaction, which would really suck. We get 2 for 1. Nope, okay. That's cool. Invoke this guy out, see what we get. Huh. I'm inclined to say we want the Epicure? Both? No, one Epicure and one Warden, probably. Maybe both Epicures? I don't know. This is actually a really tough call. Yeah, Epicure and Warden. Okay, I'll go with that. And pass. So the nice thing is next turn, we can Inti give the Bunnicorn trample, which is pretty crazy. So basically, opponent probably has to win this turn, or I think we're just going to run him over with Imidane's Recruiter next turn. So, alright, so there's his Cauldron. He gets one of the guys he needs into the bin. Does he just combo out like that? He probably does, yeah. No? Okay. Gonna make infinite mana on his turn, maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, it was the mouse, because the mouse reduces the cost of... That was like one of the cards I wanted to test, because it reduces the cost of Imidane's Recruiter. Yep. Okay. So, I mean, can we just win it this turn? He's got a big blocker. I don't think we can just win it. But then again, I think we kind of have to just win it, or else the opponent's gonna get there. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do all the math for it. I don't know. We'll play out to board, I guess. May have wanted to discard the frontliner there, honestly. Not totally sure. Okay. Take those 2 cards. Okay. just the bunny. I think we'll discard the scoundrel here. Land? Nope, not a land. Okay. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm just like 1 mana short, 1 Convoke mana short of being able to play it. Yeah. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Maybe we should have done that before combat. Land on top. Yeah, I don't think it matters. I think the opponent's probably just gonna win on their turn. I think all he needs is the... Yeah, there's the Kami and those fairies already in the bin, so he wins, yeah. GG. Yeah, because at that point he can basically just draw his whole deck until he finds his card to make it unblockable, and then swing with, you know, an arbitrarily large blocker. I don't really want to wait to watch that happen. This looks okay. Not amazing, but potentially hit a Knight Errant on 3. Yeah, we'll try it out. I don't love it, but chaining a bunch of Knight Errants together is pretty good when it works. Opponent on mono white humans, it looks like. I think I actually just want to attack here. I think we need to be aggressive, get some damage in when we can. Because, yeah, they're obviously not going to take that trade. So a land off the top would be good. Scoundrel's not the worst card. Fortunately, I think if we don't get a land, I think we basically have to play Scoundrel on the Treasure, depending on what else we draw, but the Treasure is important here. So yeah, there's Cavernous Soul, so he's definitely humans. There's Thalia, that's not gonna worry us too much. There's the land, that's nice. Yeah, I think we'll just convoke out the Knight Errant. Draw some cards here. Sure. Bunnycorn. He doesn't really have good answers to the Bunnycorns. Bunnycorn's probably going to do a lot of work here. Knight Errant's also really good, obviously. He basically needs to build big board very quickly. Which means he's going to need stuff like his Copper Coats and his Intrepid Adversaries. I think his best play here is still probably a Brutal Cathar or an Adeline. Brutal Cathar taking Bunnycorn is pretty good. We don't really run any removal in this deck. Yeah, we have 0 removal. Okay. Opponent's in the tank. Maybe he's DC'd. Either he didn't hit his 3rd land or he's DC'd. Not looking good for them either way. That can all change really quick. Okay, so he has nothing to do? Yep. Alright. Frontliner, Bunnycorn. And then we'll just convoke out another Knight Errant. That's pretty good. Yep, we'll totally take this. I think next turn we just kind of go ham. I think opponent's DC'd though. I'm pretty sure they timed out last turn and just pass. That happens. GG. Yeah, they're definitely DC'd. Alright, well, sometimes a game is a non-game. Okay, an opponent's done. So sometimes you get free wins. That's how Magic works. All right. Maybe we switch up the decks here real quick. I have really been wanting to try this Sultai Mill nonsense. There are two takes on it. Let's see. So there's the Mill aggro take, which we're pretty close to being able to play that. We're only 6 rares, 3 mythics away from it. We can definitely just craft that outright. I do think we wanted the 4th Tyvar. We probably don't even want the Taurus, to be honest. I don't think we want Rutstein either. So yeah, the Lurgoyf and the Souls. Mill. Mill. It would be nice to find 1 mana cards that don't suck. Like that support the strat and don't suck. But I don't know what those would be. Like, Gnawing Vermin is really not a card that I want to play in Constructed, as much as I think it's kind of necessary at this point for this deck. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this land base either. It's pretty sketchy. Did I already? I did go to not collected. Okay. Keep a card. Yeah, I don't know. I almost feel like we have to be playing the Vermin over the Sprout. Um, and let's see. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to check was, are there some kind of reanimator shenanigans that we can be doing in this deck? Probably not, but let's take a look. Let's get in the tank here. Let's see. That only gets to a zombie. Okay, so that's not good. Hey, morning, Asterio. I'm doing well. How you doing today? I don't know what else we want to finish this deck. 1 mana cards would be good. Maybe this is it. Maybe Urborg Repossession is actually the card. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to build something new to play. I wound up getting to the highest rank in Constructed when I was gone last week, doing some family stuff for the holiday here. So now it's like low stress, get to just like mess around with other stuff that I normally wouldn't play when I'm trying to like grind ranks out. So this is the best part of the season for me. Um, yeah, I don't know what to do here. I don't know how to finish off this deck. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I went to see my wife's family, and then we saw some of my family over the weekend too. So yeah, I took a few days off from streaming, but I'm back. Um, yeah, it was a good time. It's nice seeing family once in a while. Uh, but yeah, now I'm back, and I get to play Magic in the fun way, the less stressful way. I don't know what to do to finish this deck. I'm just at a loss here. I think we're just gonna keep it simple. I almost want to try this card. Nah, I don't think we're going to do that, actually. I think instead we're going to look for Virtue. Yep, Virtue's good. Virtue, go for the Throat. We want a couple of these, probably. Apply styles, yeah. What else are we doing here? Hey, did you try out the new MOC this week on Honkai Star Rail? Yeah, what did you think? I saw a bunch of people saying this one was really hard, and it seemed like it was going to be really hard. And I don't know if I just got lucky, but I managed to get through it pretty quick this week. Maybe the Otter. No, I don't want the Otter here. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure what we want to finish this deck. Like, we got 4 slots open here. What really fits? How many lands do I have? That's another good question. 23 lands. I think that's enough for a deck that's trying to play 2 and 3 drops. Hmm. Oh, I know what I'm missing. It's a card that I have to craft. This guy. Nice. Yeah, no, the 20 yeah, cutting the restriction to 20 I think was the toughest part. On my first attempt at the 10th floor, I literally finished it with all characters alive at like as soon as it flipped over to the 19th cycle. Like the dots ticked and it killed the true sting. Um and then so I got it. I got the achievement with all characters alive at that point, and then I went in for another one and had a character die, but managed to do it like in 21 cycles or something, or 19 cycles, or you know what I mean. I had like 1 cycle left basically, but yeah, it only took me like 2 attempts to finish the 10th floor. So I was, yeah, it definitely did seem like steeper, but I don't know. I guess I just got like I got nervous about it because of what everyone on Reddit was saying, and then it turned out to just not be that big of a deal. So, but yeah, nice job. It was apparently it was a tough one. All right, I think we'll run with this deck as is. Let me just fix up the mana base real quick. Yeah, right. It definitely did, and like I wasn't running any follow-up attack stuff. I didn't find the buff super helpful, but again, I saw people saying it was totally useless, and I didn't think it was totally useless either. It seemed meh, like it was ticking for like I don't know, maybe like 16 to 30k each time or so. So it was, yeah, it could have been worse. That's for sure. But yeah, it wasn't definitely not my favorite. So let's see. Let's go back to the other view here. I want to count up land sources. We got 4. Actually, wait. Thing just shows us. Okay, so we want black, green, blue in that order. Yeah, it definitely did help out. Like, yeah, there was one point where like I think on the second attempt at MOC 10, I thought I thought I wasn't gonna be able to kill all the bugs before the ultimate attack went off. Like the one that that one that it says it's preparing, it's readying, and then like the turbulence kicked in and just like killed 3 of them, and I was just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be okay. So that was nice. So let's see, how many black sources do we have here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 16. That's not enough black sources. Oh, I know what we want here. Know exactly what we want. We want Where is it? Takanuma. Yeah, I'm definitely nervous for MOC 11 and 12. Like I mean, I have enough trouble with 10 that like unless it doesn't get any harder, like maybe if it's just like if 11 and 12 are like the same difficulty as 10, but just like two more floors of it, then I think I'll be okay. But like if it's, like mobs that go up to like 92 or 93 or even like level 95 or something, like I don't see myself clearing that most weeks. Um and it's like at least you don't lose anything, like you'll still get your 30 stars for clearing 10. Yeah, right. Like it almost feels like it's a little too early for them to be adding two more floors to it. Again, unless they're like the same difficulty as the ones that as MOC 10, just like more of MOC 10 basically. But yeah, I'm interested to see how that works out. So let's see. I think we had too much blue probably. In fact, I don't even know why we're in blue here. Oh, we're in blue because of the kicker effects. Yeah. Okay, that's why we're in blue. Let's see, 4, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you're probably right. That probably is why. I started building Clara. I'm working on getting the ascension materials for her now because I've been farming the follow-up attack set out of the caverns. So I was like, if I'm farming this set anyway, just like in anticipation of maybe having a character use it someday, like I may as well just like start building Clara because I pretty much at this point like I pretty much just do Cavern of Corrosion every single time I have Trailblaze power available. So so yeah, I decided to start building Clara. I'm interested to see how she fits into my my already built teams. Because like I don't think you can really play her with Japard because she needs to be hit and Japard has like the passive taunt. Yeah, no, Clara seems really good, so I'm definitely excited to try her. I'm just wondering if it's gonna end up being like a waste of materials for me, but we'll see. Oh, Teachings of the Kirin. I don't know if I actually want this card in here. And same with Vile Spawn. I don't know if we want either of those. I don't know. They do both mill. Hmm. We probably don't really want the Restless Reef either. I don't think the Restless Reef is actually that good. Maybe we just run the swamp here. Um, Clean up the mana base a little bit because yeah, then we still have 11 blue sources for. Actually, I don't know. Maybe we did want that. Let's see how many greens we have. 4, 8, 9, 13, 14 green sources. It's a little bit light. Um. I don't know. Let's go back into the think tank here and see if we can find something else that we want to play in this list. Um. Thank you. I do my best here. Like most of these ideas aren't like super original ideas, I just they're things I've seen other players do and I just kind of like want to put my own spin on them. But yeah, it's yeah, there's a lot of creativity involved in deck building and Magic. Like, you can do everything from like I don't know, there's just like tons of different ways to play this game and design a deck to win basically. So I love this game. It's definitely a longtime favorite of mine. Um, yeah, I don't know what to do to finish this out. I think we might just run with it as is. We're using a ton of resources, so you get these things called wild cards that you can see up here. Oh, I didn't know Genshin had a trading card game. Is it like a digital game or is it like a paper game? Um, Yeah, I almost think we want to drop one of these, but I don't know. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I played a ton of card games over the years. Like I played Hearthstone 2 and I played the Pokemon trading card game and a couple other digital card games. So I generally have tried a lot of them, and a lot of them are fun. I think among those, Pokemon is the only other one I'd really go back to at this point. But yeah, Magic is the one that's really held my interest most easily. Um, oh, I remember there might be let's see, Descend. Yeah, let's check out the Descent creatures because there might be something in the Descent creatures here that actually fits really well that I'm not thinking of. Um, hmm. Yeah, that's not it. Yeah, I don't think we want to play any of these really. Yeah. I don't know, maybe this guy. This would be like the last thing I would try in here, I think. Yeah, we'll run this as like a one of maybe. See how that feels. Probably drop teachings, drop a vile spawn. Yeah, probably drop a vile spawn. Okay. Let's roll with that. I don't think the mana base is really good. I think we're gonna suffer because of the mana base a bit, but uh we'll see how this goes. Let me just do one last check here. Yeah, we got one untapped swamp coming in. Okay, and we got I think 23 lands. Yeah. We'll try this. So we're gonna have to craft a bunch of stuff here. I feel good about it though. Oof. Okay. I normally don't craft 10 rare cards at a time because that's kind of taxing on the wild cards, but hey, we'll see how it goes. Okay. So we were playing that deck before, now we'll play this one. Mill aggro. Okay. So yeah, this deck basically tries to put a bunch of cards into the graveyard, and by doing so, it makes its creatures more powerful. So in a nutshell, that's how this deck works. It plays like creatures that are low cost and pretty strong, like this guy. And that looks like a reasonable keep. We got all of our colors here. Yeah, I think we'll hang on to that. Uh-oh, that's red aggro. That's not what we want to see. That guy is gonna run us over. Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do. Okay. So that's not good. That's not good at all. Hmm. I think we just have to cast the adventure side of this. I think we're just gonna lose very quickly here. Let's see, we hit 4 permanents. Okay, okay. Only one creature, ouch. Okay. There we go, that helps. I mill 2, that doesn't help at all. I guess. Yeah, red is like the most aggressive color, and it's pretty good right now too. But yeah, basically what red players do is like they just try to kill you as fast as possible. And this guy is definitely going to win this game. This is not going well for me. Yeah, he's off to a really good start here. We'll block here. We'll kill both of these guys if we can. You think he's got Monstrous Rage? If he has Monstrous Rage, yeah, I think we can just concede probably. Yeah, because we're at 2 life. We're basically just dead next turn no matter what. We'll play it out. Yeah, yeah, there we go. We're already dead. Like, it's a really good strategy. It punishes decks like the one that we're playing, which like take a few turns to get set up and do their thing. But like, I don't know why people bother. Like, it's one thing if people play it when they're ranking up. I totally get that, and like I play aggressive decks when I'm ranking up. But like when you're already at Mythic rank and you can just like screw around and not lose ranks, like I don't know why people bother playing that. Like I don't know. I guess some people really enjoy it. Like I don't enjoy decks like that. Like, I'll play them from time to time just because they're good and, you know, like, it's easy to get wins like that, but I don't expect to run into decks like that on the Mythic ladder. Yeah, no, that's really it. I mean, like, hey, I like winning too, but, like, I also like playing around with decks that are fun and do interesting things like this one, so I don't know. It's like I expect to see that when people are ranking up, but not at this rank, but people play it anyway, so, oh well. That's cool. That's what the game's about. A lot of fun stuff to do. Alright, so this is a new card that I've been wanting to check out. I think this guy might be pretty good. Oh, okay, so opponent's doing something interesting here too. That's nice. I think we want to play this out. Mill some stuff. There we go. +1/+1 counter. Yeah. So basically when a permanent goes into the graveyard, like these creatures are permanents, when they go into the graveyard, this guy gets a +1/+1 counter at end of turn. Okay, so what's opponent doing here? This is a cool card. I'm excited to see someone playing it. So let's see. Yeah, I think we'll just do this.
I have arrived. Rally, my friend.
Okay, so we'll return Souls of the Lost here. I think we can just go ahead and swing with both of these guys. So yeah, what this deck does is it tries to get cards like this, Souls of the Lost, on the board, and this guy's power and toughness are equal to the number of permanent cards, which again are just like all of these cards I have are permanent cards here that are in my graveyard. So you can see I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in my graveyard, and this guy's a 4/5 for 2 mana, which is pretty good. And I played him off of this other card here, which is a Planeswalker, but yeah, you get to do some pretty cool stuff like that. Okay, and so that's what opponent's doing. Opponent's trying to just play artifacts and enchantments, and let's see. Oh, what's that? What is that? Huh, okay. So I think play this out. Unfortunately, I think we kind of need to play this here and kill one of these guys. Not the worst thing to do. And then, okay, I'm just deciding which of these to play. They both do similar things here. I think we'll just play the... Okay, so yeah, now we have some like pretty big creatures on board. And these guys will get bigger next turn when I play Old Stick Fingers, who again just like puts more stuff in the graveyard for me. So let's see. They play the Soul Cauldron, which lets them take stuff out of the graveyard. So he can actually take stuff out of my graveyard with that and like make my strategy weaker, which is pretty good for him. So we'll play Stick Fingers for X is 3. So yeah, this will reveal cards from the top of our library until we reveal 3 creature cards, which we did right away. Or hang on, we actually, oh wow, we revealed a whole bunch of cards. Put a bunch of them in the graveyard. Now you can see like this guy's an 8/9 and this guy's a 6/7. Yeah, so we're in pretty good shape here. We'll leave this guy back. I think opponent has to block here, or yeah, opponent has to block one of these 2 guys or he's just dead. And this guy's got Menace, so he needs to be blocked by 2 or more things. So yeah, opponent's in a pretty bad spot. We definitely did pretty well in this game. The strategy worked as we expected. We weren't against mono red, so we didn't, you know, lose immediately on turn 3, which is always fun. So yeah, he's gonna look in our graveyard and take something out of it with this, I think. Yeah. So now our guys get a little bit weaker. That's unfortunate. Okay. So I think this game's basically over. I don't think he's gonna have a way to come back next turn. Yeah. There we go. Get a concession. Okay. So yeah, this is a cool deck. I do like this deck a lot. Like, this definitely doesn't feel like the best version of it that we could possibly be playing, but this is cool. I'm gonna go to the store real quick to see what the daily deals are. So they do daily deals on this game. They let you buy. Sometimes you can buy some cool looking cosmetics and stuff at pretty big discounts for like in-game currency. Unfortunately, 40% off is not really what I'm looking for. Yeah, so for newer players, they sort of put you in a separate queue against other new players. So like, yeah, the game is generally going to be slower, because like, yeah, people do spend time reading cards, and you know, you need to, yeah, it's definitely not all like super fast gameplay and I'm not even super fast, you know, there are definitely times where I sit there thinking about stuff, but yeah, for newer players, it puts you against other people who are going to be at like a similar skill level and similar knowledge of the game. So, but yeah, it's definitely slower because people are reading cards. They're, you know, their decks are just not, or they tend to have like weaker decks that are just like not as consistent, not as, you know, straightforward on their game plans. Then again, sometimes you get people who have like a lot of experience playing other card games who come to this and like, you know, pick it up really fast, and it's, you know, and they're like already playing in, you know, in Mythic rank like their first month, for example. And the game is pretty generous with like getting new players started. So you can sort of smurf, but you will only be able to build like one deck, really, because like they sort of give you enough resources to build like one cheap, powerful deck, like that mono red deck that we saw earlier, that guy who ran me over. But you generally like, you wouldn't, it takes a long enough time to get resources in this game to like build, like, you know, to increase your collection, that you don't typically see people smurfing. But it does happen from time to time. It's not it's definitely not completely unheard of or anything. So I think we play the spider out here. I think this guy's got a counter spell, so this is not going to resolve. Oh, it does resolve. Okay. He's gonna kill it then? He's got something. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. He probably still has a counter spell. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I think we'll play... Because it doesn't really matter what we play here. Play out the cottage. I think we'll just play out the teachings here. I do think he has a counter spell, because the way it pauses here when we play a card, it's given him time to respond, so he must have something to respond with. So he could have countered that, but he allowed it to resolve. So that's interesting. Okay.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come.
Sure. That card is not good against us. That actually doesn't help us, but it doesn't hurt us either. So let's see here. Yeah, we'll discard a land here. So this guy, when we play it, we have to discard a land or something. And then we'll play the other one too, I think. And we'll just sacrifice this, because we don't need that. So that's stuff for our opponent. Now we have 2 big creatures on board. So he might have 2 removal spells, in which case these both get removed, and that stinks, but we'll see. Yep. Discard something, he'll discard something. Oh, and he's gonna take our last card. Yeah, okay. So this guy's playing like a control deck, basically, where he just like tries to not let us do anything fun. And that's a totally valid way to play the game. It can be really strong. So let's see, he's gonna kill one of these guys. Or put it on the top or bottom of our library. I think put that on the bottom. Yep. Is he gonna block? Does he block and give us our creature back? Probably not. He's probably gonna let this die. And yeah, the art in this game overall is really good. Like the tables look good, even these pets are kind of funny. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff in this game. Okay, so that's fine for us. We'll play both halves of this. So yeah, this is basically 2 cards in one, which is kind of cool. Basically the text on the left, the can't wake up side, you can play that, and then you can play the other side. So what's this guy doing? He didn't really think too long about that, so he's got a plan here. Sacrifice that, sure. Remove this. Is it game over? Nope, not quite. Okay. So we drew a pretty good card off the top. That's nice. Now we get to attack. So he's basically down to 1 card. He draws another card. So he's got 2 cards, and he has to find a way to deal with both of these very large creatures. Yeah, he's just going to concede. Okay. So that was pretty good. That could have gone either way, though. Like, if he had just had, like, 1 or 2 other relevant spells, we probably would have lost. Okay, I'm going to take a break for 2 minutes here. I will be right back. Okay, and I'm back. Okay. I think we're gonna keep going with this mill aggro deck. I like this deck a lot. I don't regret spending those wild cards. Sometimes I like basically wild cards let you craft cards that you don't have in your collection already. And sometimes I craft a card and I really regret it because it doesn't really perform the way I expect it to, but this deck is working exactly how I expected it to. So this is cool. So let's see. We got creatures, we got our planeswalker, we got stuff to mill, we got removal, we got lands. This looks like a pretty good hand. Love all the arts on these lands here. These were some of my favorite pickups. These were like I got these on a good deal in the store, like I guess sometime earlier this year or maybe last year. And I use these cards quite a bit, so not as much as I would like to use them, but it's nice having the fancy arts. That's another thing I never regret spending resources on. Like, the resources that you use to get the fancy arts are the same resources you use to, like, build your collection, basically. So it's like, it's a trade-off. You can either get fancy arts or you can get a bigger collection, and I never regret getting the fancy arts. Like, most of these things are actually fancy arts here. And, like, some of them you kind of get for free. Like, this one was basically free, this one was basically free, etc., but... okay, so this is another mono red player. It's going to be pretty similar to that last game you saw where, or a few games ago where, oh, this is not mono red. Okay, this is something different. I spoke too soon. So I think we just want to play the spider here. That seems fine, because we can block this thing with it. Does he have removal for it? You have 1 mana removal for this? No. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of stuff that costs 1 mana and does 3 damage at instant speed. He might have removal on his turn, but probably not. But also, he's playing 2 colors. He's red-black, and that's not a color pair that I see too often these days. So let's see. He's got Monstrous Rage. That's fine. We're going to block, and then we can Tyvar next turn and bring it back. Or we can just Virtue Persistence. Oh, okay, that's fine too. So yeah, this guy is playing a homebrew, you know, something original. He's not just playing some deck that he copied off of a website, which is cool. Always appreciate people doing interesting stuff like that. I do think I want to play out this guy and then Virtue Persistence that. Yep. Or are we just Teachings of the Kirin? That works too. Now we'll Virtue Persistence. Keep him off his aggressive plays. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, this guy might be playing a combo deck. In fact, I think that's exactly what he's doing. So yeah, he's playing a deck that tries to just, like, make a big creature and then throw it at the opponent's face. Like, not even attack, just, like, literally sacrifice it and deal damage equal to its power. I think that's what he's doing. Not 100% sure, but I've seen stuff kind of like this before. So anyway, let's... What do you want to do here? Oh, these things got exiled. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Because this thing forces creatures to exile. Okay. Oh, you see my dog in the background? Yeah. Oh, she's got the cone on. Yeah, poor baby. Let me see if I can turn that a tiny bit. Yeah, there she is. She's a sweet baby. I love that dog. Yeah, she's a good girl. She had surgery yesterday, unfortunately. She's doing okay. She had good recovery. Okay, so let's... What am I going to do here? Play this out? Sure. Thank you. You hear that, puppy? You gotta get well soon. Mill some stuff. And then, that didn't help me much. Okay, we'll mill some more stuff. That's fine. Oof. No good. No good. Okay. Yeah, no blocks. He can't block this because it has menace. And then next turn we can play Soul of the Lost. Yeah, we have nothing to hit with Tybar, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, so he's definitely playing the combo deck. So what he tries to do is, you can see this guy says, sacrifice this creature, deals damage equal to its power to any target. I think we just take that double block? Oh, yep, okay, we're gonna get punished. That's fine. All good. But yeah, he's gonna try to make this creature powerful and then sacrifice it to deal damage to our face. Which I guess he's getting close to doing. Yep, and again, he's playing the Cauldron, so that takes cards out of our graveyard, makes our stuff weaker. All quite unfortunate. So I think we'll just play this guy, sacrifice that. Yep. We're okay here though, because we drew this card which destroys his creature, so we're doing okay. That was a really good draw for us. Anyway, yeah, let's swing here. You can't block. Okay. So he probably has another card like this, like another combat trick. This is a cool deck he's playing, by the way. I really like this. I don't think I can play it because I don't have enough of like these guys, and I do have the Soul Cauldrons. I don't have the Thrill Seekers. It's also like, it's a kind of, this deck's a little too easy to interact with and like kind of counter their game plan, because he's going to do something aggressive here. He's going to try to play a combat trick to get through my blocker, and then I'm just going to blow him out with this removal spell. So, at least I think that's how this turn's going to look. We'll see. Maybe he does something that completely takes me by surprise, but I'm pretty sure this will be a straightforward turn. Wow, okay. So he just did damage straight to face. That was interesting. Did not expect that. Maybe he just has a way to kill me that I'm not thinking of? I don't know. Yep, okay. So now we'll just blow this up. Okay, that was a good draw. I think we'll pay the kicker once. We'll pay the kicker twice, whatever. I don't think he's gonna do 6 damage to us next turn. I mean, he might. We might just end up dead next turn, actually, which is kind of scary, but I don't think it's likely to happen. We also might just, yeah, mill enough stuff to kill him. That was pretty cool. Okay, so this creature was like a 6/7, and now it's a 12/13. So he's just dead on the spot because we hit. We basically, when we played this, we milled a bunch of stuff, which just means it goes from graveyard or from library straight to graveyard. And we hit 6 of 6 cards that we wanted to hit. So that was a cool game. Okay. I actually like this deck a lot. This is really, it's a really fun deck. It's a little inconsistent, but that was cool. Yeah, GG indeed. All right, let's take a look at the deck list again real quick and see if we want to make any changes to it now. Now we got a few games under our belt here. I'm also gonna put that in my favorites. I like this deck a lot. Let's see here. So the spider hasn't seemed great. Maybe we cut a spider for another removal spell. The vermin's actually been totally fine. The stalactite stalker's been good. It's actually been really good. This card's been amazing so far. Souls of the Lost has been really good as I expected. Teachings of the Kirin and Vilespawn Spider have not felt amazing. Haven't really played Akawali yet. Virtue and Stick Fingers have been good. Yeah, okay. So I'm not sure if I want to make any changes. The problem is, like, I don't know what to add to this deck. That's, like, the toughest part. Like, there's stuff I want to take out, but I just don't know what I want to put in. So let's think about this for a moment. Yeah, this is just a creature that mills stuff. So, like, the thing is, because of the way this deck works, where the creatures get more powerful with the number of permanents in the graveyard, you can't run too many non-permanents. So stuff like this, like that removal spell that's really good, it's nice to have as like a one of or two of, but if we play too many of them, it sort of like doesn't play well with our general strategy because it's not a permanent, and we need permanents to make our creatures strong. So, like, for example, in that last game, we had exact damage on that last turn, which is why the opponent conceded. But if we had milled like one of these instead of one of these, we wouldn't have had exact damage. So, like, in order to make the deck consistent, you have to restrict the number of non-permanents that you play. And I actually think right now that is like the only non-permanent in the deck. Everything else here is a permanent, because these are all creatures. This is an enchantment, more creatures, planeswalker, an enchantment with a removal spell on it. So we can't take too much away from that. Like, it's basically, it's a deck building restriction. But the payoff is that you get really powerful creatures for a low mana cost. So it kind of, you know, goes both ways. Maybe Malcolm is the card we want, actually. Let me see. Malcolm, I don't have any copies of Malcolm yet. But Malcolm does draw and discard. When it deals combat damage to a player. Okay. Chorus counter on it. Draw a card, discard a card if there's 4 more cards. Ooh, that's interesting. Maybe we actually want to try Malcolm here. I don't know. I actually don't want to waste another wild card on this, so maybe not. No, I think we'll probably just keep going with the list how it is then. Has the mana felt good? Do we need to change the mana base at all? I do wish that actually, let's see the creature types in here. Yeah, we have a bunch of different creature types, so we can't get any synergy out of creature types. Let's look at the color distribution again. 27, 17, 3. If we drop the Vilespawn Spider, we could make the mana base a lot more straightforward. That is almost worth doing, because then we take less damage from our mana base. Could just be that we need to be okay with playing another tap land. Let's see, we could drop a Coast for Restless Vines or something. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. But yeah, I don't think there's any, like, special lands that we can, like, lean into here, unfortunately. Yeah, Vinestock or Greenroot Cascade would be one of them, but no. Oh, huh. Oh, that enters tapped. Okay, never mind. That doesn't help too much. Maybe one of these, though. Well, no, there isn't one that's really in our colors, so never mind. Possibly, not Plaza, Mirix. Mirix might be playable here. An interest tapped. Yeah, I think Mirix would be the only other land we'd really consider here, probably. Where's Mirix? There it is. But I don't know, we have like pretty steep restrictions on hitting our colors, so maybe we don't really want Mirix. I don't know, we're not gonna make any changes. It's too hard to make changes to decks. Okay. We'll play a few more games with this one. I'm still liking this deck so far. Dugong. Okay, Dugong, what you got? Yep, this looks like a totally keepable hand. We got a nice 1, 2, 3 curve. We got a removal spell. We got our colors. Yep, definitely liking this hand. Ooh, Skrelp. Okay, so this looks like it's probably mono white shenanigans. That's okay. Ooh, that's not good for us. Yep, that card's really bad for us to see. Okay. At least we can play a nice big blocker. Actually, yeah, we'll play this guy. This guy blocks pretty effectively. Okay. That's good, and then we got this guy can swing in since Menace, this guy can't block. Okay. Well, this guy has a really good start against us. Unfortunately, all of our cards cost more to play now, which really, really slows us down. And then we can't even remove this because he gets to protect it. We have to just hope that we get lucky and he gets too aggressive here. Because if he gets too aggressive, he'll make this unblockable and then just attack with it. Nope, he's not getting aggressive, so that stinks. Okay. I do think we'll just play Teachings here. I don't know, maybe we play Herbo Gargoyf and... Yeah, I think that's actually our play, probably. Casting with one kicker, yeah. Okay. Did we hit permanent? We did hit a couple permanents, okay. So that, okay. So let's see, opponent's down to 2 cards. Oh, alright, so I think what we want to do here is remove this guy. Huh? What you doing there? 1 white mana? Giving Thalia protection from black? Sure. No attacks. I don't think we need to get aggressive here. I think we win the long game. Oh, he's got another Skrell. Urgh. That stinks. Okay. I think we're on time to kill his Thalia, though. Because basically we do this. Nice. Okay. So now we can... Now our stuff doesn't cost more, and now we can start playing more cards out. Like this guy. Now we can get a little more aggressive. I think we're safe to swing with this. That may have been a little too greedy, a little too aggressive. Now looks like that was safe. Okay, that's a good card for him. I think it might be a little too late for him, but that's definitely a good draw on this part. Target a creature we control. We'll pick this guy. Okay. So do we have something that we want to return yet? I don't think we do. I mean, I guess we do. I guess we don't have a choice. We have 3 of the same card in hand, so we're gonna have to play one of them out. Okay, so mill 3 cards and then return something to the battlefield. Nice. That's really good. We'll pick Souls of the Lost here. So that's pretty bad for him. He's gonna have to start doing some pretty desperate stuff to stay in the game here. This next turn, he's got a huge creature attacking. Yeah, this card is really good. I'm really liking this card so far. So yeah, its power and toughness are equal to the number of permanent cards in my graveyard. So my whole graveyard is 14 cards, and 13 of them are permanents. So that's always nice. Okay. We played another Thalia. Okay, I think we are basically good to just swing with both of these guys. He doesn't want to trade his whole board here. He's going to chump block something. Yep. Took a ton of damage there.
Take my hand.
I think we'll just play another one of these guys out. That seems totally fine. So yeah, opponent needs something really, really good here to come back into this game. Now he's dead. Okay. Good stuff. Yeah, this deck is a lot of fun so far. I'm really enjoying this. Still haven't climbed too far into the Mythic ladder. Basically, the way the Mythic ladder works is 94% means that like I'm in the bottom 6% of the Mythic ladder, I think. Or no, maybe that's not. Maybe I forget how the percentage actually works. I'm gonna Google this real quick because I want to know now. Magic Arena Mythic percentage meaning. Okay. Is your percentile as a player in Mythic. So if you're Mythic 90%, that means you were better than 90% of other Mythic players who are also not on the leaderboard. Oh, okay. Show your distance from the leaderboard in terms of a percent. Okay, so that percentage is your percentile as a player. So if you're Mythic 90%, that means you were better than 90% of the other Mythic players who are not on the leaderboard. I thought it was the other way around, where it... Actually, I guess what I thought was that it meant like 94% means you're better than 94% of all players, but the Mythic ladder is still like above me. Like the Mythic ladder, I think is like the top 2,000 spots in Mythic. And it's across all the constructed formats too. So like I could go and like play, like right now we're playing standard format, but I could go into, I guess I'm going to show you the profile here. But yeah, like you have a constructed rank and a limited rank. And so like, if I want to play Explorer or Historic or Alchemy, it's all in, it would all be in Mythic rank. Anyway. Okay. I'm going to do a break for lunch. I'll be back again probably about an hour, maybe even a little less. I don't think I'll be gone too long for lunch today. It was nice chatting with you, Asterio. Hopefully I'll see you later. If not, I'll see you next time.